Hello everyone, it's Fiona here from fionamarks.com, and today I'm sharing with you a guided meditation that will help you gain awareness of the role your mind and your attention are playing in relation to the senses. And this can be quite enlightening when we realize how much of our mind's attention is being given to the senses, creating a lot of busyness and heat in the awareness that we could choose, once we notice, to let go of and allow the mind and the attention much more freedom and coolness and space through which we can become focused. So, to begin this practice, let's close the eyes and give yourself a moment to connect to the body. Allow your attention to come within the body as you scan this amazing vehicle you have to move through your life. Notice areas of tension in the body, areas of ease and areas of discomfort. Notice where perhaps the body feels warm or perhaps the body feels cool. And take a moment to settle your position to support the body as we stay calmly here for a few moments. And then take another moment to connect with your breath. Just notice how your breath is right now, breathing in and breathing out. Allow your attention to slow down to the pace of your breathing. Give all your attention to the breath as we breathe in and out. What a gift the body is in helping the mind to slow down. And now that our pace is a little more closely matching the body, let's start our practice by becoming aware of the random noises and sounds that are in the environment around you. Can you notice cars or people, birds in nature, the sounds of trees? Just scan that vibrational sound environment that your ears have been trained to be tuned into. And for this practice, let's notice that the sounds are occurring. Those vibrations are rippling through the air, creating sounds. We notice that. And at the same time, we withdraw any attention to the meaning or the story or the thoughts that might go to those sounds. We notice that those sounds are happening completely by themselves. The sounds do not need our attention to exist. They exist separate to our attention. See if you can allow the sounds to occur on their own, without meaning, without thought, without interpretation, as if you're listening to a symphony that is happening without your control. Allow there to be space between the sounds that is not filled up with thoughts or interpretation. Find the space. Let go of your control of the sounds. Stay in the space and the coolness between the sounds for as long as you wish by pausing this recording. And when you feel ready, let go of your practice of listening to the space between the sounds and give your attention and awareness back to your body. Begin to breathe more deeply and check in with the extremities of your body. Can you breathe all the way down to your toes? Perhaps wiggle your toes. Can you breathe all the way out to your fingers? Perhaps wiggle your fingers. And can you breathe behind your eyes, scrunch up your face, feel yourself inside your skull. Notice the weight of your own body in your seated position and the physical aspects of your breathing, the belly, the diaphragm, the ribs, the lungs. And once you feel fully incorporalized back in your body, Just take a moment to acknowledge and end your practice in your own way, perhaps saying a blessing or setting an intention. And then when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and give your body any movements that it would like to be more comfortable. And then we can share a little bit about this style of meditation practice is a mindfulness practice. And it's a form of Pratyahara, which is one of the 8 limbs of yoga, that is about the importance in yoga of withdrawing your senses. And on the right of the screen, there's a picture of one of my artworks about the 8 limbs of yoga. And Pratyahara is this first blue layer that it covers the shoulders, arms, hands, and the face where all of our senses are. And the 8 limbs of yoga is reminding us how important our senses are and how we're connected to them at all times, and what benefits that brings to the body and the mind. We're able to experience karma because we are integrated with our sensory system. It's a miracle. And at the same time, we can become over-connected with our senses and overstimulated, and we forget that it's actually our choice to engage with the senses. So all of those sounds that we were hearing are happening whether we listen to them or not. But when we engage our mind, we connect to that sound and we start to have thoughts about it and stories, images, meanings. And we go down a whole exploration of all the sounds around us. And we can choose to do that, but we can choose also to detach from that. And I hope that you had the experience, maybe even only fleetingly, that there's a space there when we choose to disengage from the storytelling around the sounds, that there's a coolness in the experience of the mind and a freedom when we realize that our attention is our own, and we choose whether to give attention to the sounds because they're happening anyway. They're not calling us. We are the one who are reaching out to connect with that sound, and we can choose when we want to withdraw that reaching out, keep the attention within the mind and the body. And this enormous amount of space and freedom and coolness opens up. So thank you for trying this meditation practice. My very first yoga teacher used to do this practice regularly. I found it incredibly frustrating. And I didn't have a natural disconnect between my attention and the sensory input. So this practice took me many, many months to have any kind of progress. But when I did, it was a wake-up call. It gave me a capacity that I had forgotten that I had. So I hope you got a fleeting glimpse of that and you'll continue your practice. If you like this style of meditation, or if you like to do guided meditation, I do meditation at lunchtime Portuguese time on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You are so welcome to join. Every day when we get together, we just check in and see what the minds and the bodies might be needing. So each day is a different practice, sometimes breath practices, sometimes visualizations, sometimes connecting with the body. And occasionally we do a sound practice like this Pratyahara practice. So you are most welcome. And if you like this representation of the 8 limbs of yoga, it's on my redbubble.com shop, and you need to look for my page, which is Vedic Art, and it looks something like this. There's a few different artworks there you might like to explore. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Good well wishes for your meditation practice, remembering that there is no perfection in meditation. Those concepts do not go together. Meditation is a practice. It's a practice. It's a practice. And we're always learning to be present to our practice. Enjoy and look forward to seeing you again soon.